Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about some people. Um, so listen, everybody knows in my favorite voice that Nene Leakes did an interview with Carlos King. It was two parts. I actually loved the interview. I thought it was great. Um, but she did an interview, great interview, and of course, she talked about some of her former castmates, and one of the names that came up was Kandi Burruss. And she, Nene, said that Kandi was starless. She said that she was boring. Um, and so Kandi has now responded to what Miss Nene had to say. I used to think that Kandi was boring until I saw a video that someone had created about Kandi. And I came to the conclusion that it's not that Kandi is boring, because Kandi to me is not boring. Kandi is not one of those, she's not a Kenya Moore, right? I do believe that Kandi, you have to force Kandi to work. And I'm talking about on the show. You have to activate Kandi. If not, Kandi just gonna come to a scene and sit there, right? Um, where someone like Kenya can come in and take control of a scene, get the scene to be where it needs to be, do what needs to be done. She doesn't need any type of direction. We've heard that come from people. Um, uh, but yeah, I don't think that Kandi is boring. I think that Kandi has had her moments. I think she's had some great moments. I think that Kandi doesn't have a personality like Nene or like Kenya. So when we don't see that person that has the personality like the two I just named, we sometimes say that they're boring. Now some people just think that Kandi might just be boring, right? But once I saw the thing, I was like, "Oh, Kandi is not boring. She just doesn't have this outgoing personality, right?" And Kandi has already let us know that she's not the one to even like read. Like she don't know how to read. So you're gonna get what you get with Kandi. I also gave Kandi her props because at the end of the day, you can say what you want to say, but girl, you can't deny Kandi's resume. And I also said that what's the point of being a star when you're not working? What's the point of being a star when you're blackballed? What's the point of being a star when you're begging for work? So regardless if Kandi or any of the other girls are starless, they're working. Star or not. Now this is what Kandi had to say in reply to Miss Nene Leakes.
Kandi's bar, she was never the star. You know, is that the gimmick? Yeah, this is so crazy. So I didn't see the part 2 of that interview. I did see the part 1, but in the part 2, apparently people say that she went in on me saying that I'm boring. Not excited. Regardless of what she or anybody thinks about me, I'm just gonna say it. I'm winning. Say I'm boring or I'm not this, I'm not that. I've been continuing to win at things before she ever even thought about being on TV. And I was in 12th grade with a #1 hit record that she bought a house at 19. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was the first woman to ever win Songwriter of the Year. You know, you know what I'm saying? I was the first woman to ever win Masked Singer. For everybody who want to say I can't sing, I am the longest running housewife on any franchise. I was waiting for you to say it. 14 seasons straight. So wherever Kandi's born,
I mean, I think what it is, I've said this, I'm gonna say it again. I think that for Nene, this was Nene's claim to fame. Everyone, those other girls, Kenya, Cynthia, Phaedra, Kandi, Portia. You know, Portia was a video vixen. Remember her in the Cut Something video? nose dirty? I thought my nose was dirty. I was about to get so mad. Girl, this is the thing, right? I got big nostrils. Girl, sidebar. I have big nostrils. And sometimes, depending on how the camera is angled, you can see like way, way back. It's the weirdest thing in the back of my nose. And it looks like my nose is dirty. But my nose isn't dirty. It's just that like you could it's like I feel like I got some extra skin. Y'all know it sounds so weird. Anyway, my nose ain't dirty. That's the moral of the story. I just got a messed up nose. That's what it comes down to. But anyways, I've said this and I'll say it again. I think for Nene is going to have a hard time letting housewives go because one, she says that's her baby. Two, that was her claim to fame. All the other girls, they had something going on. Kandi, Kenya, Cynthia, Phaedra, right? Prior to, not all the other girls, the girls I just named, prior to them coming onto the show, right? Nene was just a stripper. No tea, no shade. Not just. Nene was a stripper with a son. And she was yanked up off the pole by Greg. The truth is, when it comes to their resume, Nene cannot compare where she can't compete. Regardless if we think that Kandi is starless, or regardless if we think that Kandi is boring, her resume is exceptional. Girl. And it don't matter if you the biggest star in the world. If Nene can sit here and holler and scream, she's a star, she's a star, she's a star, but girl, you also begging for work. So what's the point of being this big fucking bright star when it comes with nothing? It's kind of like when people say they want to be famous. I personally don't want to be famous. I want to be rich. I want to be able to walk around town without security. I want to be able to go to Ross dressed for less, like I do, like I went the other day. I want to be able to go to the mall. I want to be able to go to Chili's like I did the other day, right? And I got a triple dipper. Well, I shared it with my sister. We got a triple dipper, and then I got me. What did I get? I forgot what I got. Oh, it wasn't that good though. Oh, the honey chipotle chicken crispers. And then the guy, anyways, girl, I want to be able to do regular stuff, but just be rich, just be loaded, right? I don't want to be famous. I don't need nobody walking up to me asking to take a picture. I don't need nobody walking up to me talking about, oh, whatever, whatever. Girl, I'm just regular old Rodney who just happened to have a fat ass bank account. Okay, yes, ma'am. But see, the other girls, they want to be rich. I mean, they want to be famous. Girl, fuck fame. Girl, fame don't come with money. They want to have a whole bunch of Instagram followers. I don't give a damn about no. If I can't get paid from it, I don't care about it. Once I start getting paid from Instagram, I'll probably care about it. Because I don't get paid from Instagram, I don't care about Instagram. The people want to have a whole bunch of followers. Oh my god, oh my god, I need so many followers. I don't care about them damn followers. You know. But yeah, I'm not mad at Kandi for what she said. You know, I will give Kandi this much. Kandi is not one who really like pops her shit. So if she wants to pop it, then I say let her pop it. At least she can back it up. That's the thing, right? She can back it up. Nene, the only thing she can say is really critique you on whether or not you're a star or if you're a star or starless. Like who cares? Because with Kandi being as boring as she is, Kandi has managed to do some exceptional things within her life. Kandi is on her way to possibly being an EGOT one day. And girl, Nene down to the YouTube having conversations with Carlos King about whether or not she's a star. Here, what? It's stuff like that. It's kind of like, girl, you over there talking about Claudia is starless, but Claudia got the show that you wanted to get. Claudia was able to get the punks together and get a decent show out. That's what you was trying to do, Nene, with your whole stardom. Like I like Nene, we like Nene, but girl, Nene do be a little delulu sometimes, and she be worried about the wrong stuff sometimes. But we like Nene. I want no smoke. I want no smoke from the Nene, from the Nene, from the girls from Nene. Drew Sidora. Drew Sidora slams Marlo, saying she should get lipo to tone up if she's going to host a fitness program. So this is what Marlo had to say. Marlo was on Watch What Happens Live. I didn't watch it, but here's the clip.
Well, because Drew has Drop It by Drew, which is for your body. And I feel if you have a Drop It by Drew or body consultant business, your body should be begging. She should go get lipo. Dorit's accent on Twitter.
Now, the first thing I want to say is this. I think that a lot of us believe that the only people that are able to be fitness instructors are those who have six packs coming out of their neck, chest, arms. That's not necessarily true. There are people out there who can be an expert in weight loss, who have their have a degree from some university. What is it called? Kanisi, I can't remember the name, girl. You could just be qualified. Basically, that's the point I'm trying to make. You can be qualified, and you may not necessarily be walking around here with a six pack, but you're an expert in the field. I used to be one of those people that believe that if you don't look the part, then you can't tell me nothing about nothing. Now, I do still believe that where I want my body to be, I need your body to be there. Because if your body got there, and I know you did it from hard work, then girl, you could tell me how to get my body there. Okay. Now, if your body just looked like mine because you used to be 500 pounds and now you down to two, now you down to 200 pounds, then girl, you can't tell me nothing because girl, your body, I don't want my body to look like my body. I want my body to look like her body. So this is what Drew had to say back. I am sitting here in disbelief that Marlo Hampton would attack me by body shaming and attacking my weight at this crucial time in my life. Being a parent, going through a public divorce, public humiliation, and just dealing with stressful emotional issues. Clearly, attacking me won't get you very far. If you feel this way about me at this size, I can only imagine what you think about women of all sizes who have weight challenges, illnesses, or eating disorders due to comments like yours. All I can say is shame on you, Marlo Hampton. I'm going to read what somebody said. I'm going to say what I said too. This is what somebody put in the comment section on OMFG reality TV. I peep Drew's game. She plays well into the victim role, using buzzwords to get the public sympathy so they can go after the person that hurt her feelings. This is what I put. Drew acts like a white woman. The ones who get it, get it. Marlo is not a saint, but Drew knows exactly what she's doing. All the people with mug shots and are trying to get their records expunged could say the same thing about Drew in the comments she made about Marlo last week on the show. They all go low. So all I'm saying is, yes, Marlo shouldn't have recorded Drew, even though, girl, it was already recording a reality TV show. Yes, Marlo shouldn't have recorded Drew, but at the end of the day, Drew, you did take it there. Your response to, I guess, you feeling violated or disrespected was to disrespect Marlo and talk about her record being expunged or her having, what did she mention her mug shot? So all I'm saying is, girl, we can all play this game of, oh, you said this, so it could affect a group of people. Girl, this is where I'm at with stuff. You know, I think I had a whole different, like, not life changing experience when I turned my last birthday, but I really am on not every situation. Let me make myself very clear. Not every situation I think like this. Before a lot of stuff, for a lot of stuff. Not most, but a lot of stuff ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And I think what Drew tries to do is Drew tries to pull in people. Girl, unfortunately, what happened was in this situation, you and Marlo don't too much care for each other. So she pretty much shamed you. And if we gonna sit here and be honest, I hate to have to back up Marlo. But girl, I think a lot of us were confused about Drew and this new fitness journey that she supposedly just popped up out of the blue and had last year. A lot of us had questions that needed some answers. They all done went under the knife. Whether it was to get breast reductions like Kenya, whether it was to get liposuction like Kandi, whether it was to get liposuction like Marlo, whether it was to get a mommy makeover like Drew, whether it was to get surgery like Cynthia done got. Like they all been under the knife, whether it was for, again, breast reductions, breast implants, whatever. Drew, it is what it is. It is what it is, Drew. You be quick to act like a white woman. Don't forget how Drew used to act with LaToya last season with the whole preacher, right? Remember her having a secret conversation with LaToya and then her coming back and telling the table about what LaToya told her? Like, Drew got her ways too. Like, they all got their ways. But Drew got it. I've spotted Drew along. Drew got that shit bad. Kenya got it bad too sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Kenya pulled that stunt a couple of weeks ago with Drew. When she pulled the whole Drew, I guess Drew had made a comment about her on Watch What Happens Live. And then Kenya was like, how low? How dare you? Kenya, you was just talking about Drew's video, talking about it was low budget. So even if whatever Drew came back and said that was low budget about you, whatever she said, girl, you can't say nothing because you were just talking about her video. That's what I'm saying. Like, they all do it. It's just that once it's done to you, you forget what you did. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably something we all need to work on, including myself, right? We do something, say something to somebody, and then when it's done back to us, we forget what we did or said, or we try to act like it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just shade. But like I've always said about this too, girl, whose measuring stick are we using when it comes to how I should feel for when it comes to your shade? Because I'm using my own measuring stick. So when your shade is thrown to me, depending on how I feel, that's gonna be dependent on how I take it. Okay. Anyways, it is what it is, girl. All right, y'all. That's enough housewives news. I'm tired of talking about these housewives. Um, I'll probably be back later on. I have about 3 more videos that I need to make. So we're gonna be pushing out the videos. I gotta catch up and get these hot topics out of the way. And then we also need to excuse me. We also need to talk about um, the Real Housewives and Bell Collective. I'll probably get Bell Collective out tonight and Housewives out tomorrow. I might do Housewives tonight because all right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Drew really tried to pull the okey doke. Like, this is my thing. I'm not saying in every situation, but I'm talking about specifically about these housewives. Not no real life stuff where someone could say something racist or anti-black and then people expect you not to feel a certain way. I'm talking about in this housewives world where these women tend to go low with each other and, you know, whatever they do in response to them feeling like someone attacked them or whatever. But then you want to bring in other people. Like Drew wants to try to bring in the people who have eating disorders and the people that may be overweight. No, 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 Drew. This is a fight between you and Marlo. Okay? Stop trying to bring in the woman who has an eating disorder or the fat woman or the woman who got body issues. No. Just keep this between you and your housewife, and your co-star, the other housewife. Excuse me, Marlo. I hate when they do that. Maybe we all do that, and that's something we need to work on. But we need to stop, especially when it's something like this show, right? What does she say? I can only imagine what you think about women of all sizes who have weight challenges, illnesses, or eating disorders. Girl, stop trying to bring all the other people in who have weight challenges, illnesses, or eating disorders. Girl, this is some petty fight, petty argument between you and Marlo. Let's call a thing a thing. Because there's a good chance that when it's all said and done, you and Marlo are going to forgive each other and give each other a hug. But what's not going to be forgotten is how you try to bring in people who have weight challenges, illnesses, or eating disorders. Is that still going to stay in your mind whenever you and Marlo make up? Because one thing that we said is seen as a common thread on these reality shows is that they make up to break up. Okay? I'm sorry. Did I say the wrong thing? They make up to break up. They make up to break up. No, it's break up to make up. They break up to make up. Yes. That's the common thread, the common theme on these shows. They break up to make up. We've seen it with all the housewives. The majority, the only two that never really seemed to have seemed to get back on track while they were co-stars were Portia and Kenya, Kenya and Nene. But for the most part, we see it on Potomac. We see it on Atlanta. We see it. So stop trying to make this some all women stand behind me because this woman is body shaming me because I know next season, girl, we're gonna come to some type of resolve and she's gonna be my best friend again. And then what's gonna happen to all the women who you try to pull in to rally behind you? You see what I'm saying? Drew gets on my nerves. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. For real this time. Bye.